Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 9/5/24. Okay, I got the boot on now. Well, you can't really see it, but show it to you tomorrow. You ever been to the lake? I love the lake. I really do. The lake is a fun place to be. Especially on those calm days. You know, those beautiful calm days, where the lake is just still as can be, like a reflection, a mirror. So you have to understand, as still as that lake looks, they want you to believe you're flipping over backwards and forwards and traveling at this enormous speed through space and movement, but you don't sense it. Where is that movement, that they're talking about? Where is all this amazing hundreds of thousands of miles of speed that we're traveling? Where is that movement? Better yet, where is the curve? Where is it? We can't find it. We don't feel ourselves moving. Nobody can tell us why. Nobody can tell us about the Coriolis effect. Yeah, that would be the sharpshooters when they're shooting something from hundreds of feet away. They never take an effect of any movement at all with the surface of Earth. Yet we're to believe that it's traveling at 1,000 miles per hour. See, I used to play Flight Simulator when I was a kid, and I always sucked at it because I didn't have the right joystick, and it just was crap. I was playing it off my Apple IIe computer, so that was a big calculator for the generations that are out there right now, because they didn't know how to program, they didn't know how to code. That's all that computer basically was there for. But anyway, there was no Windows back then. Windows wasn't invented until '95. Okay, that's made it simple for anybody to get on the computer now and enjoy themselves and relax. See, Flight Simulator never had or simulated the Earth moving while you were landing the plane. I mean, it was hard enough to land that fucking thing with the shitty joystick you had for your Apple IIe or Apple IIc computer, let alone having Earth moving like that. But we're yet to believe that's what it's doing. Because when you look at Earth from far away from these supposed satellites, this fake CGI pic, that one, I love that one, the one that has Earth moving, and then all of a sudden the moon pops up like this. It's a black, well, not black, it's just a gray, dusty thing. So I'm going to get into that in a second. It's all CGI, it's all bullshit. We don't have anything out there. You can't get out there. The radiation belt, the Van Allen belt, basically says that there's a dome up there. They had to come up with something. And apparently we never really went through it. That's what some astronauts said, but I thought we freely flew through it several times. If I remember correctly, that would be the Apollo missions. God, jeez. This fairy tale land that they come up with, and people, they don't question it. They don't do anything. They don't think for themselves. They just want to fight you, because I had that belief too. I believe we lived on this fairyland. I believed in all of it. I admit it. I'm not ashamed to say it. But then when I looked through it, I pulled it apart, and I said to myself, hey, this isn't real. This couldn't be possible. Just like when they took pictures on the moon. How is that possible? How is that possible? One night I was sleeping, I had the door open. I have a screen door in the front over there so no bugs will come in. And the main door opened, beautiful outside. The moon was traversing through the sky like it always does. Full moon, bright as can be, almost as bright as the sun. What do you think it looks like on the surface there? What camera could possibly take a picture of anything on the surface of that? Because all the pictures we ever see of this gray, dusty surface, that's what it is. Nothing bright at all, no resolution, completely gone. But yet it's a little gray spot. Where is the crater of the Apollo 11 when it landed? Nowhere to be found. Of course not. Why would there be? It's different, you know, it's different up there. There's no atmosphere, so it doesn't move around, I guess, right? Yeah. Fairytale land, hello. Apparently in the summertime, the sun is further away from Earth. That's Fairytale land, okay? It's further away, but it's hotter here on Earth when the sun is further away or than it is when it's closer to us in the wintertime. Wow, that doesn't make any sense either. Oh, it's the angular perspective that you get when the sun hits it a certain way, or what excuse could they possibly come up with? I was looking. Have you ever heard about the Dyson Ball? Okay, that would be a spacecraft. Well, not a spacecraft. A city that would be around one of these stars, suns, up there in Fairytale land. We all know that doesn't exist. We're covered with a dome, but I'm just, you know, going into Star Trek land over here. And yeah, one of these cities would just cover the sun, and they have an unlimited amount of power. And then while I was flipping through, of course, YouTube suggests bullshit to you. Then all of a sudden, I think it was on one of the space magazines, that the, what's that new telescope out there? The James Webb telescope, whatever the fuck his name is. They think they found a Dyson Ball. Not too far away. And they've got a picture of it too and everything. Fairytale land. Welcome, guys. Enjoy Fairytale land. Oh, jeez, Lord. Oh, my God. Help us. Help them. That's all I have to say. Okay? That's it. Help them. Meteors. Another thing I love. What are these things falling out of the sky? I have no idea, but I'll tell you, if you get high enough and you throw shit out of your plane, or whatever the hell you might be doing, it's going to come crashing down and actually look like what a meteor should look like, and I think that's what they're doing. 1992, there was a supposed object that landed on the back of somebody's trunk in March in Peekskill, New York, not too far away from where I am, here on the East Coast. Apparently the scientists were out there at one point and they were recording this traverse through the sky. We don't have any proof of that. Remember, this is 1992, before cell phones, you know, that had cameras on it or anything like that. Yet, with all the billions of phones that are out there right now, billions of them, billions and billions and billions of phones, not a single meteor has ever been. They pretty much captured everything else. I mean, check any social networking. But they haven't been able to capture a meteor actually landing and exploding and creating, that's right, a crater. I've yet to see one. Have you? No, you haven't. Oh, you can't take your camera out in time. Oh, maybe. But yet we've yet to see that. We've yet to see a meteor go up above the horizon. Should have. With all these millions of incidents that happens with these meteors that are going back and forth in meteor showers, never once coming up the horizon and turning or anything else. Never. Never. You know why? Because God wants you to think, he or she, whoever it may be, planted these Easter eggs for you to figure out and say, that's wrong. Something's weird here. They're telling us nonsense. They're telling us fairyland. Thank you for subbing and thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.